Okay, so we're here to talk about Unit 1, Learning Outcome 1.5, Acceptable Usage Policy. Now, if you're around for the last video, in 1.4 policies, we talked briefly about an acceptable usage policy. And this particular one, you've got to create one in Microsoft Word. It's not something you can say out loud. So we've got a template here. So you can copy this from the web page all the way down to here. And then it sort of prompts you, it prompts you as to what to say. So the first step is, acceptable usage policy for, and come up with an organization name, or you can just leave it as this, one sentence. What's the scope of the policy? You literally say this acceptable usage policy applies to, and the scope of the policy is over here. Essentially, the scope is, it's like a set of rules for using technology. It's like a roadmap that tells you where you can and can't go. Imagine you have a computer or a device, and the acceptable use policy is like a guide that says what you're allowed to do with it. So it might include rules about how to use the internet, what kind of websites you can visit, or what you can download. I mean, I say, if you're a Star Wars fan, that you use all of the IT equipment in a company for Yoda purposes as opposed to Darth Vader. The policy statement, organization name is committed to, and this is the main rule or message at the heart of the set of rules. It's like the big idea or goal behind why we have these rules in the first place. So it could be something like use technology responsibly and respectfully. Okay. The next one is about acceptable usage. So pick two from below and write one sentence. So for business purposes, we use computers to type reports. For data security, we make sure that we all have secure passwords that follow the password policy. Responsible communication is about using Teams for obviously business meetings, but making sure that we are using them respectfully and with the correct language and grammar. Compliance is about following a set of rules inside a company. So the police officers all have compliance officers. They're people that check to make sure that they're doing the right thing. Software and licensing, making sure that you're using legal copies of Microsoft Office. And then pick two from below. Unacceptable usage, so personal gain. So we would never use our computers to make money as a side gig. You'd have to use a personal computer for that. Malicious activities are taking information that goes against the Data Protection Act and selling it to some other company or someone on the street. Inappropriate content, it could be on the internet, or it could be receiving emails and forwarding around. A data breach, so actually hacking from inside the company and then releasing that information to another hacker. And resource abuse. So a resource is like a printer, so not printing your own materials that you should be doing at home or paying someone else to do. A resource could be your computer, or it could be the internet. Imagine sitting outside your company all night and downloading, Netflix videos. That's not really appropriate. Examples in one sentence: violations or sanctions for the breach. So a violation means you've gone against one of these rules up here, and what is the consequence of this? So users found to have violated this policy may receive a verbal warning, a written warning, may be asked to pay back money to the company, or could be fined if the police are involved. And then the final sentence: by using whatever that organization is, IT resource, all individuals are expected to, again, it goes back to the very beginning of what the policy and the scope are. So that's quite a simple policy, but it requires you to type it up and then share it with your tutor. Hope that helps, and we'll see you in the next video.